Google just launched a massive upgrade for NotebookLM that is going to completely change how you learn, how you understand things, how you visualize things, and so much more. And the best part about it, it is literally 100% free. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to use it and several different use cases that are going to completely change how you use this tool. Okay, so the first new feature that we need to talk about that NotebookLM just dropped is the ability to now create mind maps, which is really insane. So if we come into create new here, now what we can do is add in a bunch of different sources. For example, we could add in a Google Doc, we could add in a PDF, we could add in a website, a YouTube video, copy text, slides, and so much more. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to take this YouTube video right here that was just uploaded 34 minutes ago about the Federal Reserve and how it expects zero progress on inflation in 2025. Now what I can do is I can copy this, I can come over here, I can paste this in here and then create a mind map of exactly what this video has. In fact, I can do several different things here. So if I come over here and I scroll down, I am now going to see mind map. If I click into this, what this builds right here is pretty incredible because this is going to allow me to visualize anything that I can put into this tool. So let's say that we click into this now, we will have the main topic here. We have inflation progress, we have interest rates cuts, we have consumer sentiment versus hard data. For example, if I now click into this, guess what? I can come in to all these different things that are relevant to this right here. And if we click into this even further, we can now get this to build out other sections that will be in here. For example, it explains exactly what this entire thing means. And this is going to be a game changer because more than half the people walking this earth consider themselves visual learners. And this is going to allow you to turn anything into a visualization, which allows for you to better explain things to other people, for you to better understand things for yourself, for you to be able to create content with this. You can create articles with this. You can create YouTube videos with this. In fact, I'm going to start making YouTube videos for my other channel that literally just use this. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to type in topics or maybe my entire script for my video, and then I'm going to create a mind map for this, and I'm going to go through this mind map and I'm going to walk through each section and actually show people exactly what I'm talking about, because most people out there just don't understand really complex topics. For example, if you wanted to learn more about MCPs with AI, what you could do is you could come over here to this video right here, which
there has been a lot of hype
what an MCP is. I can grab this right here. I can come back into NotebookLM. I can move all of this out of the way, come back to a new source. I'm going to click on YouTube again. I'm going to paste this in here, and I am now going to create a mind map for this. So I'm going to click on this. It's going to go through and create a mind map. But in addition to that, what I can do is I can create a briefing document off of this, or I can create a study guide off of this, or an FAQ off of this, or a timeline off of this. And what this is going to do is go through and build out all of these incredibly useful tools. So if we scroll down, we can now open up a mind map here and we could see all of these different things. For example, problems that MCPs actually resolve. And then this will actually go through and actually show me all of these things. In addition to that, I can get the chat to actually explain this to me. But in addition to that, if I come over here to the briefing document, this literally gives us a briefing document of exactly what this YouTube video was about and all of the different things that it goes through. And this is actually way better, I think, than a typical summary that you would get for a video. You could also come into these other things. For example, the timeline we created, the FAQ we created, or the study guide that we created. Now, before I show you a few other use cases you can use this for, I need you to smash that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest AI tools, because I literally post videos like this almost every single day, and you're not going to want to miss them if you want to learn more about these great tools. Now, I saw on Twitter a pretty insane use case of NotebookLM, so I wanted to walk you through this. How to do schoolwork with NotebookLM. You could literally record audio from your class on your phone. You can keep your laptop closed, just jot down short phrases to describe the most important points, and then you literally just upload that audio and any PDF scan that you have of your notes or anything else that you've gotten from that class, put it into NotebookLM and then ask it to expand your notes with details from the recording. And what this is going to be able to allow you to do is do way less work. And you could do this with meetings, you could do this with basically anything. So here is how I would use NotebookLM. So I would come into Create New, and by the way, you could add in a bunch of different sources here. Anything that you are trying to learn, anything that you are trying to configure, anything that you are trying to do with a lot of information, you can literally take all of it. So let's say that you started a new job and you're going through all the different onboarding documents. You could upload that in here, have it explain it all to you. Or let's say that you wanted to learn about a new subject. Maybe you wanted to learn about AI, or you wanted to learn about how to grow on Instagram, or you wanted to learn about how to code something. What you could do is now literally take every YouTube video on that subject, upload it in here, and then get this to create you a briefing doc. Or maybe you missed a class at school, or you missed a meeting at work, and you could get the transcript from that, or you could get the slides from it, the PowerPoint that was used, or the website that was used. Again, you can upload all of that into here, and this is going to allow you to build this machine that is going to allow you to give you mind maps, give you study guides, give you briefing documents, give you FAQs, give you timelines, and also one of my other favorite things. So let's say that we wanted to learn about MCPs, or more importantly, we wanted to create a podcast about MCPs. I could literally come over to Google right here and I could say MCP overview. Now what this is going to show up is a bunch of different things that are going to allow me to have an MCP overview. For example, model context protocol right here, and this walks through why, this walks through how to get started, this walks through a bunch of different tutorials right here. What we could do is we could take this, we can copy this, we can bring this over here, and we can upload this as a source. So I'm going to upload this as a source, and then the other thing that I'm going to do is all the other things that this linked out to, for example, for server developers, for client developers, for this, example servers, different tutorials, for example, building with MCPs with LLMs. I'm going to take all of this and I'm going to upload this into NotebookLM. And now what this is going to allow me to do, I'm just going to click on add source right here, come into websites, and this is going to allow me to have all of this different context, and I can create a briefing document for it. Or one of the other things that I really love to do with this is create a podcast from this. So if we come into customize right here, we could tell this exactly what the host should focus on for a podcast, and then click generate right here. And this is literally going to create a podcast for us. So I'm going to say technical aspects. I'm going to click generate. And then from here, this is going to go through and actually create the podcast here. Now, in addition to just being able to learn from this, guess what else you can do from this? You can literally, what I should be doing is taking my YouTube content, I can turn it into blogs with this, I could turn it into study guides or quizzes with this so people can learn and actually get better with AI, or I could also turn this into different podcasts with this. And this is going to allow me to create way more content, and you could be doing the same exact thing. Now, once this is done, I'll actually walk you through this, but if we come into this briefing document right here, we can literally see all of the different things that are addressed on these different websites, and we can get through exactly how we can use these. For example, we can convert this into a source. Now, what this does is literally takes this new information that was created by NotebookLM and then adds that as a source. And this is how you can literally get everything that exists in YouTube videos, in text, on websites, from LLMs, from everywhere, put it in here, and this will now be a complete expert on a single thing, and you'll be able to make visualizations from it, you'll be able to make quizzes from it, you'll be able to make a study guide from it. I mean, think about this. Let's say that you're in 5 classes in college right now, or you're in 8 or 9 classes in high school. You could literally take everything that you've gotten from all these classes and create study guides with this, and then you have the ultimate study guide from everything that could ever be tested on for a specific subject. This is going to make you way better at school, it's going to make you way more useful at work, and this is going to allow you to create really cool things like this right here. Look at this.
It feels like every day there's a new breakthrough in AI. Keeping up with these large language models, or LLMs, it's like trying to learn a new language. And not just any language, one that changes constantly.
Now that's pretty crazy. It literally created a podcast here, and we could go through this. And again, there are 2 hosts in here, and we could come in here and change the playback speed. We could download this, we could delete this, or what's really cool is we can actually interact with this. Check this out.
It eels up every day. Oh, hey, our listener wants to join in. What's up?
Hey, I had a few questions. Could you just really briefly explain exactly what an MCP is to me so that I can understand it a little better?
Absolutely. Thanks for jumping in.
We love hearing from you.
It sounds like you're wanting a bit more clarity on MCP.
No problem at all. Let's unpack this a little.
You mentioned having a few questions. Fire away.
We're happy to zoom in on whatever's not quite clear.
Maybe tell us what specific.
Oh, yeah. Let's hear it.
Yeah, how could I actually use this? I'm a content creator that talks about different AI tools, and I was curious about how I could actually use this in my day-to-day life.
That's a fantastic question. It's all about how you connect your AI explorations.
Exactly. As a content creator talking about AI, MCP can be a powerful behind the scenes tool.
Think of it like this. You might want to show your audience how different AI models can access the same information.
Or demonstrate.
Now that is pretty crazy. Instead of now just listening to podcasts, you can interact with podcasts. Now, of course, it's not Joe Rogan on the other end or Ben Shapiro or whoever you like listening to, but you can literally now interact with this. So let's say that you're listening to a podcast that was created by this based off the information that you have, because that's how you actually like to consume things. Guess what you can do? You can now go for a drive in the car, listen to this, and then get home and actually be able to ask this questions based on any specific questions that you have or different use cases that you have. And this is going to completely change how you learn, how you consume information, and how information is actually spread around. Because like I said, this allows you to make things way more visual, way more conversational, instead of just interacting with a static website or a static YouTube video or things like that. Now you could literally take my YouTube videos, you can plug them in here, and then have a conversation with what's actually created. Now, if you like this video, you're going to love this video right here that walks you through all the different new features that they also just launched for Gemini, because they are mind-blowing and they're going to help you automate way more of your work. I'll see you over there.